Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're going to see question set number 31. In the previous videos we studied about many question set from question set number 1 to question set number 30. So let's see question set number 31. So you can see here we have got a new question. So let's see this main question. The bill book system is used to keep information on the bills of the shoe store called Aralia Shoe Center. This method is used for a long time, but using this method will embarrass the shop owner and employees. The accountant working in the shop pointed out to the shop owner the disadvantages of the bill book system. Disadvantages pointed out were the loss of bill books, damage to bill books, and the need for separate space for storing bill books. Because of these factors, the store owner realizes that the bill book system is difficult to use and decides to use the computer software. The software was developed by AIsoft, a software development company. You work as a senior software engineer at this company. You and your team are tasked with creating the database of this software. Create the required diagram for that. To do this, follow the instructions below. Name the database as Aralia Shoe Center. So if we see this main question, the scenario is related to a shoe center called Aralia Shoe Center. So in that shop, the owner stores all the data in a bill book. So the owner decides to computerize all the data that was in the bill book. So he wanted to develop a computer software to he wanted to develop a computer software to his shoe store. Okay. After that, he finds out a company called AIsoft. In that company, they are telling you to assume that you are working as a senior software engineer in that company. That company is called AIsoft. So that company, AIsoft, should develop a. So your company called AIsoft have been given this project and should develop the computer software for Aralia Shoe Center. So that's the question here. They have told us to create the ER diagram. Okay, we need to create the ER diagram. They have told us to create the database of this software, and first of all they have given the steps how to create the database, and also they have given the instructions for us how to create the database. First of all, they have told us to create the ER diagram for the database, and then they have given instructions, that means the tables which are should be in the database. They have given the instructions here. You can see here they have given 6 tables that we should include in the ER diagram, and finally they have given a name to the database called Aralia Shoe Center. So this is the main question that we have got in the question set number 31. So we need to do all the question set hereafter related to this question. So let's see related to this question. So let's go to the question set, and if you come to the question set, they have given 6 questions. All those 6 questions are related about creating tables. In the first question, they have told us to create a user table to store users data. In the first question, they have told us to create a user table to store the information of all the customers and the suppliers data. After that, in the second question, we need to create a gender table to store the gender of the customers and the suppliers. In the third question, we need to create a table called user type to store the type of the software users. And in the fourth question, we need to create a table called system login to store the login details of software users. In the fifth question, we need to create a table called address. And finally, in the sixth question, we have told to they have told us to create a table called city. So let's do these questions one by one. So for this question set, we need to create an ER diagram. So in the previous videos, we studied about creating ER diagrams. So I'm gonna teach you how to create an ER diagram in this video also. So if you want to create an ER diagram, you need to have the database software called MySQL Workbench. You can't create a ER diagram in the HeidiSQL database software which we used in the previous videos to type queries and all. So if we want to create an ER diagram, you should have the MySQL Workbench software. So for this question set, I'm going to use the MySQL Workbench database software. So this is the interface of MySQL Workbench software. You can see here the databases that I have created here, the schemas, and in this question they have told us to create an ER diagram. So if you want to create an ER diagram, just click on file and you need to click new model. Once you click new model, you will get an interface like this. So you need to give your name here. You need to give the database name here. So in this case, they have told us that the database name should be Aralia Shoe Center. So let's rename it as Aralia Shoe Center. So you can see here we have created the database called Aralia Shoe Center. And after that we need to create an ER diagram. So you can see here there is an option called add diagram. You need to double click over it. So you can create an ER diagram like this. You will get an interface to create an ER diagram here. So let's see the questions one by one. So in the first question, they have told us to create a user table. And in the table, they have given 5 columns and data types and the lengths of these columns. So we need to input these data into the table as well. If you want to create a table, you can choose this option. Once you click on that option and click on the diagram, you can create the table. So the table name should be user, and they have given the column names as well. We need to add these column names, data types and the lengths inside the table. So I'm going to add these data in the table. So you can see here we have created the first table, the user table, and also we have given the columns inside the table: user ID, first name, last name, contact number, and the status columns. Also we have given the data types with those columns. So we are done with the first question. Let's do the second one as well. Create a gender table for storing the gender of all customers and all the suppliers in this store as shown below. So we need to create the gender table according to these datas they have given. Let's create the gender table. So we created the gender table. And let's move on to the third question. Here they have told us to create a table called user type. So let's create that one too. We created the user type table, and let's see the fourth question. We need to create a table called system login. So let's create these three tables according to the data they have given. Okay guys, we have created all the tables that we have given. Finally, we have created the city table, and this is up to question set number 31. In this question set, they have told us to create the tables for the database called Arale Shoe Center. So we created all the tables according to the details they have given. So let's meet in the next video with question set number 32.